Good end-of-life care is dying with dignity. It was so important to Sonia to die with dignity, obviously to die without pain. I think they would be the two strongest elements. Do it your way, die with dignity and no pain.
90% of Australians live to be old, which you'd think would therefore mean perhaps they're not so afraid to die. But in fact, at the same time, the fear of dying in Australia seems to have grown almost steadily in the last 50 years.
When the community don't have a good understanding of end-of-life care and palliative care, there's a number of impacts. They don't get to have the care that they want to have at end of life. So they can't access the conversations and the planning tools that they need to actually plan for end of life.
The only way to move us along from a society that's kind of moved away from being comfortable talking about death, dying and dealing with dying is to have an informed community.
Palliative care is not a one-size-fits-all. Palliative care is so individual. What suits some people may not suit others. So this is why I emphasise the fact that it's so important to talk about it. Make your feelings known. Make sure your carers and your relatives know what you want, and make sure that that happens the way you want so you can maintain your dignity.
The thing that people remember when somebody's died is how they died and how they were treated, how they felt they were treated, how the family felt supported or not. If they have a bad experience, they'll remember that forever.
We most certainly have medicalised death and the goal being prolonged life, perhaps at all costs or at any costs. So much so that we've lost touch with, what is quality of life, that we live and that we do die.
Palliative care is not just about death and dying, it's about living as well. And the whole concept of hope and preservation of hope, I think, is really important. To be human means to have hope.